Hello everyone, so welcome to this video presentation. I created this video to summarize the lesson of my grade 11 students in physical education, week 5 to 8. So here is the content of your module. In lesson 5, we talk about the managing stress through physical activities, and lesson 6 to 8 you undergo in self-testing activity. Alright, so let's proceed to the lesson 5. Okay, in lesson 5 we talk about the managing stress through physical activities. So let's define what is stress. Alright, now what is stress? It says here that stress is the body way of reacting to an external stimulus such as discomfort. So, ano daw ang stress? It is the body way of reacting an external stimulus such as discomfort. So, it is a reaction of our body, okay, to the discomfort situation. A negative stress reaction is referred to as distress. So, distress triggers mental, emotional, and physical problem, and even worse, certain symptoms of disease. So, hindi lahat ng stress ay negative. For example, nanalo ka ng, sabihin natin, ng lotto, sweepstake. Alright? So, yung feeling na nararamdaman mo na yun, and you are discomfort or are uncomfortable. So it's considered an stress. Okay? So pag sinabi naman natin distress, ito yung mga negative. Okay? So ang example niya na yung lack of money, ano pa ba? Wala ka nang makain na pagkain. What else? So those are the examples of distress. Stress is for general, the way our body reacts. So, distress, this is the negative reaction na nakukuha natin sa mga negative factors like yun nga, so binigay kong example. Okay, so here is the symptoms of stress. So, look at yourself kung meron kayo sa mga symptoms na to, you are considered as stress. So, in emotional, nervousness, get easily upset and moody. So, napifeel nyo ba this moment, or sometimes napifeel ba natin na mabilis tayong ma-nervyos, okay? So, we get easily upset and moody. Nagbabago yung mood natin. Napaka-moody natin. Mabilis magbago yung mood natin. So, that is symptoms of stress. What else? Overwhelming feeling and sometimes uncontrollable experience in relaxing the mind. So, parang ano ka lagi, excited ka lagi, or hindi ka mapalagay. Okay? So, isa yan sa mga examples na ikaw ay emotionally stressed. What else? Low self-esteem. Ayan. So, kapag mababa yung esteem natin, pinag-recite tayo ng teacher or pinatay sa harap, isa pala sa mga factors or mga symptoms ng stress ay low self-esteem. Okay? Loneliness. Ayan. So, kahit wala naman dapat lagi ka na lang malungkot. Okay? So parang hindi mo na naisip na maging masaya. So kahit wala ka na masyadong problema, tingin mo sa sarili mo, lagi ka nang malungkot. And the feeling of being worthless. At kinakausap mo yung sarili mo na sabi, so wala na pala akong halaga, ganun. So it's a symptoms of emotional stress, yung mga bagay na yan. Next. So those are the emotional symptoms of stress. Let's go to the mental. Lack of focus. So, ayan. One of the symptoms of stress is lack of focus in terms of mental. So, mabilis ba tayong ma-unfocus? For example, ngayon, sipag na sipag ka mag-aral. Okay, you're motivated. But bukas, parang nawalan ka na ng gana. Hindi mo alam kung ano nangyari sa sarili mo. So, that symptoms or symptoms of stress mentally. Next, so disturbed mind setting. Same thing, lack of focus. So mabilis kang madisturbo. Hindi ka makapag-focus sa isang bagay. How about the physical? So, excuse me. Let's look about the physical symptoms na tayo ay stress. So, first is weak and lesser strength. So, feel mo ba na kahit kagigising mo lang or maayos naman yung pagkain mo, parang mahina ka. So, yan pala ay symbol. That is symptoms of stress. Okay, ikaw pala stress. Easily gets cold and infection. O madali ka bang malamigin at magkasakit? So, another symptoms of stress. What else? Headaches. Ayan. Lagnat. So, ang lagnat pala ay symptoms din ng stress. Hindi lang COVID. Okay, so, stress din pala ang factors. Upset stomach. So, nagbabago ba yung mood ng ating tiyan? Nagkaka-diarrhea ba tayo ng walang dahilan, or sometimes nagkakaroon tayo ng constipation. Loss of appetite. Ayan. So, walang ganang kumain. Kapag ikaw pala ay walang ganang kumain, isa sa mga symptoms yan na ikaw ay stress. Okay? Look at yourself now. Aches, pains, tense muscle. So, parang mas sakit lahat ng muscle mo. Okay? So, isa symptom also of physical stress. Sleeplessness. Yan. So, hindi ka makatulog ng maayos, tamang oras. You sleep late at night. So, one symptoms of na ikaw ay the individual is stress. Okay? So, those are the main factor na the individual is having trouble in stress, physical stress. Now, let's read this quotation. Sabi dito, stress is inevitable and eliminating it entirely from one's life life is impossible. Totoo nga naman. Stress is nandyan lang yan. Hindi natin kayang iwasan yan. Kasi napaka-impossible. Okay? But, sabi dito, however, one's reaction to stressful changes can be managed. But, may magagawa tayo. Hindi nga natin kayang iwasan, pero kaya nating i-manage yung stress na pwede nating maranasan. Sa paanong pamamaraan? Okay, regular exercise is sometimes done to cope with stress. Ayan, so advisable na have you tried this? When you are stressed, you did the exercise and it's really helpful for me. Okay, naranasan ko yan. Kapag stress ako ay nag-exercise ako. Brisk walking or jogging or playing my favorite sports. Alright? So sabi dito, it is emphasized that regular exercise sometimes done to cope with stress. Kapag stress kayo, isa sa mga paraan para ma-overcome natin ito ay tayo ay mag-exercise. Now, in your module, you can read the definition of the types of physical activities. So, we have the 6 types of physical activities. Number 1 is aerobic. Number 2 is anaerobic. Number 3, lifestyle, physical activities, play and sport. So, in aerobic, sabi dito, this is the physical activity that requires oxygen. So, ang kagaya niyan ay mga running, walking, yung mga pangmatagalan. Now, in anaerobic naman, this is the high intensity physical activities. So, yung short period of time kailangan dyan. Okay? So, example niyan ay push-up, what else? Curl-ups, weightlifting, and so on and so forth. In lifestyle activity naman, so ito yung mga activities na require natin na hindi na natin sinasadya pero nagiging exercise na natin kagaya niyan ay yung mga gawaing bahay, paglalakad, ano pa. So, climbing stairs, okay? Sweeping, ayan. So, those are the lifestyle activity. So, next is physical activity plays. Ito naman yung mga laro na modified, kagaya ng jumping ropes, yung nilalaro ng mga bata sa probinsya, tumbang preso. So, those are some example of physical activity plays. In play, Ayan, so in play naman, it's simple self-reflected activities with flexible rules. So may mga laro na gagawin mo or ginagawa natin na indicated sa, I mean yung para sa atin lang, hindi yung pangkalahatan na laro. Okay, so it's a type of physical activity. So for example nito yung, for example sa family, ano bang sa play ay yung mga laro na kinikreate lang natin during the social night. Ayan, uso yan. So this activity is just for enjoyment. And lastly, the sports, it's a physical activity requiring skills and governed by set and rules and regulation. So gaya niyan ay basketballs, volleyball, badminton, and table tennis, and so on and so forth. So those are the 6 types of physical activities. Now let's proceed to the self-testing activity for Healthy Me. So this topic is intended for lesson 6 to 8. Okay? So bakit sobrang haba lesson 6 to 8? Okay, so here is the self-testing activities for health-related fitness. Ayan, so I included this. The procedure is in your module. So you assess your why it is important to assess our physical fitness. Okay, bakit nga ba mahalaga natin na i-assess yung ating physical fitness? Why? So measuring fitness is one way to find out your level of physical fitness, para malaman natin yung level ng ating physical fitness, whether we are healthy or not. Okay, so these 7 help us to assess ourselves. So number 1 is the anthropometric measurement. Ayan, so kasama dyan yung height, yung waistline, yung weight mo. Okay, you undergo the 3-minute step. So basically this is the purpose of this test. The 3-minute step test is for you to measure to test your cardiovascular endurance. And then hamstring and hip flexor test. This test is for you to measure your flexibility, the lower part of your body. And zipper test is the flexibility in your upper part of your body. Now, while curl ups, so the curl up test is to measure your abdominal muscle strength, okay, and endurance. Same thing with 90 degrees push up dynamic. So here sa 90 degrees push up dynamic is for you to test your strength and endurance of your upper arms and muscles. And flex arm support static, so also to measure your muscular strength and shoulder and upper arms. So, ayan. And here is the interpretation of the result of your physical fitness testing. Now, so BMI stands for body mass index. Okay. So if your BMI result is 18.5 pababa, you are considered underweight. Okay. And then if it is 18.5 and to 24.9, you are in the normal weight. And 25 to 29.9, you are considered overweight. And then 30 and above, you are obese. Okay, you are categorized as obese. Now in your waist to hip ratio for men, ideal, so ideal is 0.8. Kapag ang result ng waist to hip ratio mo ay 0.8, you have the ideal waist. Now for the woman naman 0.7, mas mababa siya ng 0.1. Okay, so kapag sa lalaki naman, kapag 0.97 ang waist to hip ratio mo, you are categorized in low risk. 0.96 to 0.99, so moderate risk. And 1.0 pataas, ikaw ay high risk. Delikado na yung ganyan, masyado nang malaki yung waistline mo. Alright, so in the measurement of the dynamic measurement of your muscular endurance. Here is the interpretation for the males. Sa curl ups naman ay marginal zones 15 to 23, good fitness 24 to 34, high performance 35. Sa push up for the male, when you do 16 to 19, you are in the average marginal zone. 20 to 28, you are considered in the good fitness zone, and the 29 above, you are high performance zones. Okay? So, nandyan naman, kung gusto nyong i-review, nandito sa slides na to. So, dynamic muscular endurance, age 16. Ayan, nailagay ko na yan, i-topic na. Now, in the last physical fitness testing, sa, tawag dito, ano nga ba to? Yung flex arm support, kung nagawa yung 10 seconds, kayo ay matatawag na low zone. But if you did 10 seconds to 19, marginal zone, yan yung tinatawag nating average. But if you did 20 to 29, ibig sabihin yung fitness mo ay maganda, you are included in good fitness zone, and lastly 30 above, high performance zone. So there are 5 health related fitness components. So they are cardiovascular endurance, muscular strength, muscular endurance, flexibility, and body composition. So yung 5 na yan ay nagawa nyo na yan during your physical fitness testing. So remember those 5 health-related fitness component: cardiovascular endurance, muscular strength, muscular endurance, flexibility, and body composition. So I think that's all for this video presentation. So for my students, grade 11, if you have any question and clarification regarding this presentation, don't hesitate to message into our group chat. Okay, so that's all. I hope you learned something for this simple video presentation. God bless everyone.